So first and foremost, we're going to tackle here is variables and assignment. What you can do is open up the code in a new window so that you can watch, the video as we go along if you would like to. That way you can type along with what you're seeing. Otherwise, you can just do the video and come back to it later, or whatever you feel like. I'm not here to tell you how many of these materials you absolutely positively have to do. So here for variables and assignment, I already have it open in this window. We've got a couple of things. The class and the method for main, those were made for me automatically when I came through here to start typing into this new Java applet. Main.java was created for me, and when I hit run, it's going to go ahead and initialize the Java virtual machine, and it's going to run over here in the runtime environment. So this is going to be essentially our output window. If we had any other classes, which we will by the end of class, the end of course, they're going to show up over here. And if we had any other files, so like data files, for example, which we will by the end of course, those are going to show up over here as well. So here I am inside of my class main. Here I am inside of my method main. And I am going to start creating variables. Remember, variables can be of a host of different types. We've got some of those types here. We've got a short. Remember, this is between -128 and +127. We have integers, which are worth hundreds of thousands of negative to positive values. Doubles. So doubles include things like decimal points. Floats include things like decimal points as well, but you need to include the F here. What I will tell you, just in the way of programming shorthand, essentially, is you will far more frequently choose to use the double because it does not really cost you in a modern system anything in the way of performance, and it doesn't really cost you anything in a modern system in the way of storage. The difference between 8 bytes and 4 bytes is absolutely nothing. I'm running, this system here has 52 gig of RAM, if I can do math properly, I'm not sure. 48 or 52 gig of RAM. So that doesn't really matter, right? I have 4 additional bytes of data to be able to give it. And for developers, especially here in the beginning, you're going to forget that F. So just to save the heartache and tears, I suggest to you to stick with the double if you are going to use decimal precision. What we have for you here are characters. Remember, the difference between a character and a string, like the string that we see down here, is a character belongs in single quotes. A string belongs in double quotes. So here I have a system.out.println hello world. Pretty standard stuff. Here I have a system.out.println, and inside of the quotation marks, so what this is saying is, hey Java, throw this in the output window. You can tell because it's in a system.out.println, it's inside of the parens for system.out.println, and it's inside of the double quotation marks inside of a system.out.println. So what do we see here? We're going to see welcome to. And you'll notice that here I'm using the plus operator. So what this is saying is, while you're at it, dump something else into the output stream. And the thing that we're going to dump into the output stream is actually a variable. So first letter. So if I click run, remember that you're going to see a 3 to 5 second gap here. Maybe longer. Here we go. Hello world, welcome to R. Now, why didn't we see RVC? Well, because I didn't add second letter or third letter here. So I'm going to go ahead and add them. So I'm going to add the plus operator here in order to add second letter and third letter. Here is another fantastic little bit of user-facing wonderfulness that the IDE provides for you. If you float over a variable name, so whether or not I do it here where I'm using it in line, or if I use it here where I am actually doing the declaration and initialization of char first letter, it actually tells you two things. So it tells you first, char first letter belongs in main, and it's actually main.main means main class dot main is the method here. The other thing it tells you is char first letter. So just in case you've forgotten, if you hover over it, oh, wait a second, char. So first letter is just a char. And the second nice thing it does is if I start typing, you'll notice second letter appears. If I just hit enter, boom, the rest of second letter. So space plus third, can't type and talk, third letter, boom. Now the full value of using Replit, well, maybe not the full value, but we're on the path to the full value of using Replit now, because we have said second letter plus third letter in a grand total of 7 key presses, which is not half bad. So now if I run this, we'll give it 3 to 5 seconds, and we'll notice, hello world, welcome to RVC. So now what we want to do is greet our special guest for the week, Jack. So Jack is here. It's Smilin' Jack Cisco, the Hobo Prince of Arizona. I have no idea where this crap comes from. Who knows? I have had many a head trauma over the years. So now I want a system.out. There's .out. And I'm going to say .print. And boom, we're going to get print line way down here at the bottom. The other thing I can do is take my mouse and click over. So this time I want to say welcome to. Now I didn't spell it correctly. And what else did I forget? I forgot the double quotes, right? Because I can't have anything inside of my print line that isn't a variable print out to the output window without the double quotes. Now, this is the cool thing again about Replit. I'm just going to highlight what I want in double quotes. If I say shift and double quotes, boom. All the stuff that I highlighted turns out inside of a fresh pair of double quotes for me, which is phenomenal. So here again, I need the plus operator because I want to put more stuff here inside of my print line. And this time, instead of first letter, second letter, third letter, I want first name. Really, I should have called that name, right? Because that's more than just a first name. So now if I say run, we give it a moment. And if we go ahead and run it, we'll give it its 3 to 5 seconds. And here we go. Hello world, welcome to RVC. Welcome to Smilin' Jack Cisco. So there you have it, your very first Java program.